Yeah. Well, what we got that's new today? I don't think it's anything new. What can I say? Bit of tunes. I just love that rhythm. I still like it now. I've been playing it for a bit now. Maybe I should find something new. Any suggestions? Just write in and let me know. I've got something to show you this weekend. That's first of all, I've got something to tell you. I've took a major spanking this week, courtesy of my own stupidity. I'm just hoping I can take the lesson from it. And it was there's a massive amount of bad luck involved, but irrelevant. It was avoidable. So I need to take the lesson from that. And I've put myself back 8 weeks in my trading plan now, which is really annoying. But the plan's still there. The plan's still intact. It hasn't changed anything. The only thing that's changed is my mood, which you can imagine. I've been beating myself up rotten these last few days. Maybe I should take myself outside and have a quiet word. It reminds me of a song a friend of mine once wrote. It was a great song, actually, and it started with take yourself outside for a quiet word. Say no more. Eh? I can't remember what the rest of the song was about, but I had recently first stumbled across it and on my PC, and I thought, crikey, good old Chris. I wonder if he's out there. Chris Aldridge, his name was. Brilliant songwriter. Reminded me of a cross between Syd Barrett from Pink Floyd and Jim at the Doors, anyway. Jim, I can't remember. It just escapes me right now. I'm sure if I googled it, or you could Google it and find it. You know what I mean, anyway. Jim Morrison at the Doors, that's it. Right, see, I haven't lost it completely. Anyway, let's talk about what we got today, which is, let's have some tune first. So what we got is this thing that I used to play with ages ago, and it's a multi-timeframe moving average system. So I don't know if it's any good. I think it's good. I think it's as a guide, averages can be used quite a lot as a guide. But I never actually pursued this enough to make a strategy out of it. And I keep going back to it and looking, thinking, I wonder if there's something in that. But I think my problem is that I'm not a great strategy builder. I've got great ideas, but I don't think I've got the patience to build the strategy. I'm not the only one that hasn't got any patience. I know another friend of mine out in the US who's got no patience at all, just the same. So I don't feel I'm the only one there. So let's have a look at it. If somebody, as usual, there will be a download link. The download link has changed somewhat because I've sort of grouped everything in there, so you might have to look in the folder for a MA MTF. But all the other things are in there to make it easier, so when I paste the link, because some people don't necessarily find the things, so I'm going to put the same link, and all I'm going to do is add a folder under that link for the item for, like this video, it'll be MA MTF, I believe it's called. Anyway, if you get any trouble, just get in touch. I'm quite a helpful chap. It's all in the nature. My mother raised me well. Oh yeah. Let's get down to it. Right, so what we got then? These are all, you can change these, by the way, these averages. I've got them all set to 20 because I hear 20 averages mentioned quite a lot. And maybe you could add a 10 and a 20 for each time frame, but then it would just be too much. I mean, there's already too much on this chart for me. Anyway, in terms of squiggly lines. So this is the 5 minute average here. So let's see if you can, I'll show you the indicators. So we've got like a 5, a 15, a H1 and a H4. This is the 5 minute average. As you can see, it says MA in 5. This is the 15. This is the 1 hour. And this is the 4 hour. I'm not sure there's any, hang on, is that the other way around? Sorry, yeah, that's the 4 hour, that's the 1 hour. And I'm not sure that the 4 hours needed to, because this is, if you're trading on a 5 minute time frame, you're basically just looking to go with the flow. Look at this here. Couldn't resist looking at that then. Nice bit of action there. You got to be selling that, yeah. But because I am a price action trader by nature, yes, it's something I'm getting better at. That's all I'm going to say. The psychology, I'm still struggling with that sometimes. So these averages are, so you know on the 4 hour you're above the 20 average, and from here you know on the 1 hour you're above the 20 average, and on the 15-minute you're above the 20, and then of course on the 5. And the idea being that if you're going with the major time frames, you're in with a chance, aren't you? And when averages are expanding, they do say that it's good, nice, clear thing. I don't really do them, so I'm hoping somebody's going to pick this up, make a strategy and send it to me so I can make some money with it as well. I don't mind running multiple strategies. I just have different accounts for each one. So I'm thinking like, okay, so how would you make a strategy out of this? If anybody out there knows, please tell me. But here we can see we had a big breakdown. We didn't break this kind of resistance area, support area, for a little while, and then we did. So then are we safe to go down for a scalp? This is okay, this is bearish, so, you know, got a bit of a thing going on here. And then we go down, and on this pound-dollar pair, it's 24 pips at the best. But as these are starting to close up, but because you're above this one, more to the point, because you're above the 4 hour, would you say, no, I'm only going long because I'm above the 4 hour? That's a retest. Whether you'd have sold that, I don't know. But you don't be upset about it if you'd have not got out down here. Get the money off the table, boys. So this is all a bit messy, actually, and I think it's fair to say that unless you were trading this momentum, you wouldn't be trading this. What happened there? Oh, right. It's because I haven't got the fixed scale. Hold on. Let me fix the scale. I've got a script for this, but for those who don't know how to do it, this is what we do. Scale fix. And then that'll allow us to do that as well. So as it's coming down. I learned that from Simpleton, by the way. He does this a lot so that he can zoom right in on the 1 hour bars. I think. Okay. So this must have been some kind of news spike. But could we see this coming? We've got a big engulfing candle. All these averages were up, and this was above all of the averages. And then you got this kind of accumulation here before the big one. Would you have saw that coming? I don't know, because it's the old hindsight thing. Tell you what, should we do an F12 and step through it? Let me get my keyboard where I can see it. So F12. I know somebody's recently benefited from this F12 trick. One candle at a time, which is great for making decisions rather than having it on a playback. You can do backtesting manually at one candle at a time. Now see these averages are closing together. Bit of rejection there off the 20 average on the 15-minute time frame. Shall we buy it? It looks convincing, doesn't it? It's going for a second run, do you think? The price there is at 130.30 roughly. Bad idea. Accumulation. Are we accumulation for the downside or the upside? Or is it because it's... right, it's 10 o'clock at night, so let's just skip forward and let's get into some real-time... What, about 7 o'clock in the morning? No, that's they're still in the Asian session here. So this is the Europe session starting by the looks. Just pull back a bit. See if we can find some money. Okay, here we go. So we're going one candle at a time. I wouldn't be buying that yet. Now I'm interested. There's the pullback. There's the doji. It doesn't look like it's going to go, does it? The averages are up. Should we buy it? Okay, I'll go as you said. Now should we buy it? All that rejection. Remember, this is only 5 minutes. In the real world, we need to wait for a pullback to our average, don't we? There's a pullback to the average, but I don't know where that's going. That's coming down. I was wrong. Just shows you how easy it can be. See how those averages actually don't lie. You're above it. Sounds like I've got an audience just appeared at home. And there we go. Doji at the average on the 5 minute. Do we wait for the next candle to make this decision, or do we just take a punt with a tight stop? What do you think? That's another 5 minutes gone. What do you think? No, it's dead in the water. It might bounce off the 15-minute average. We'll wait for the bounce. Oh, it's tried to bounce. I'm going to buy that. I'm glad I did there. I'm not so keen now. Look at that. Must be some kind of announcement there. Stop hunt. You know what? I don't think it works. Oh, it does now. Look, it's going down now. I reckon we're going to fill that wick. That wick, we're going to fill it. Let's sell it. We might have to sell it again. Yeah. See, it's touching these averages now. Okay. Are we going to add to it now? Shall we add to the trade? Yeah, I'm going to sell again. So I've got, this is my third ticket now. I'm not putting any more on yet. Oh yeah, so I've got 3 tickets now that are well in the money. Actually, should we have a look how many pips we're going here? So this is where we would have got in the first one, isn't it? So we've got 50 pips on that one. Now, if we were quick enough on this one, because it's parked on the bar. I mean, it's not ideal because it's a small candle, but you can see it's already tried to reject once there. If we got that one, we've got 46 pips there. We're reloaded here. And so we've got this close here. So we've got 30. So we've got about 130 pips there. Should we come out or should we hold? Well, given that it's just hit the average here on the 4 hour, I think I'm going to get out. Let's take the money. That candle's closed. We've got 130 pips. Let's go. Are we glad we closed? Because our stop would have been up here, wouldn't it? We'd have had to put the stop up here somewhere. Well, I don't know what we're doing now, but that rejection is on a bullish candle, so I'm not going to do anything. I wish I had sold it. Obviously. No, with hindsight. I wish we could all trade to the other way. Trade to the left. Alright, we're touching the line again. I think we're going to go short on this. Now we can definitely go short. Bad idea or good idea? Let's see. Well, we're in the money, but that's a bullish rejection. I think we should cash out, lads. It's only a couple of pips, but I think we should cash out. And lassies, I do apologise. It's only 10 pips, but let's get out. Let's not give the money back, eh? We've got another rejection there. It's definitely closing in on that 4 hour. Even this is starting to curl now. This is going down. Okay, let's sell it. We'll take a punt. Where should we put our stop? Let's put it up here at 130.5. We're selling. Oh, we stopped out. So we took a loss there of 15 pips. Rejection on the 1 hour, but it's still a bullish candle. Let's wait for another candle. That's the one we want. Okay, let's go short there. Yeah, do you know what? I'm coming out there. I know it's not much, but this is a 5-minute time frame. We've got lots of trades on this, don't forget. So we're going to come out here at 15 pips. So we're back up, aren't we? We could have held that, look. Let's not get bitter about the money we've left behind. We've got a double doji syndrome now. Now, Bob Vollman talks about double dobies in his scalping book. So he would trade the breakout of that. I think if we're going to trade a breakout, we'd have to put a stop order here, wouldn't we? I've got scripts for that, by the way, but they're not on here on this particular platform because I use 3. Well, they're not in my favourites. They're on here, but so shall we put a stop order there, or shall we just sell it? Because it's a red doji with a really tight stop, say about 8 pip stop. Because this is a 5-minute time frame. 8 pips is a tight stop for the pound dollar. The only thing that worries me is this is getting slightly higher. But hey, this is accumulation. Let's sell it. Let's risk 8 pips. Bullish hammer. Now I'm not so sure. I'm holding though, because we've only got 8 pips on the risk. Let's hold. Let's get stopped out. Alright, so this is changing direction, is it? Let's hold. We can't trade now. We're in the middle of all this now. So this is a fighting zone. We're not going to trade that. We need this direction to be convincing. We're only above on one of the averages, so let's have a look. No, now the averages are starting to cross over a bit, but there's not much going on. We can't do anything yet. We're still above. Did you notice how we're still above the 20 average on the 4 hour, and it's come all that way back down to there. I think we must be in the age. We are in the end of the day, so forget it. All right, let's we'll have a quick look at tomorrow, and then that's going to be enough of this video because you're all going to fall asleep, and I don't want to be responsible for you falling asleep. You know, you got stuff to do. You need to get on with it. Yeah, get out there and do something useful. Yeah. We used to watch a program when we were kids. It was called Why Don't You? Why don't you go and switch off your TV set and go and do something less boring instead? That's exactly what it said. Funnily enough, it was a program that was telling us that. All right, let's have a look what we got then. We've got a bit of momentum on this candle. But I'm not going to sell it. Not yet. I'm going to wait. Now. Decisions. No, I'm holding. No trades. That looks a bit more interesting, but I'd like it to have been a bearish candle. Because it's green, I'm going to say, no, it's just tested that area and it's going to go back up there probably. For now, let's just wait and see. That's a bit more bearish, but don't forget these are 5-minute candles. Just as well we didn't go, isn't it? That's a big engulfer, that is. We've got to be making an up move now. Got a bit of a resistance of, is it this area here, which is previously rejected. That's a bullish candle. Even though it's got a big wick on it, it's definitely struggling to pass this zone, isn't it? This area. But it did wanna go there, so I'm gonna hold because we're above all the averages. I'm glad I did. Still holding, waiting, sitting on our hands. I think this is going to break out because that's a good candle. Now, why wouldn't we trade that? Most of the moves already happened. Should we wait for a pullback and then get in? Okay, we will. Right, now we've got a bit of a flag situation here. What do you think? Shall we go in? I can hear you now. You think I can't? Even though this is a replayed video, I can hear what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, that's right. I know you don't believe me, but I can hear every word you're saying. Yeah, it's absolutely true. Should we buy it? Where would we put our stop then? Okay, yeah. You think you should go down there? Just below this. We'll take a punt on this. What are we risking? 7 pips. Good choice so far. Bad choice. Good choice. See the rejection there? Do you think we should take it out now? Well, it's less than 50% of the week. I think that's momentum. Let's go with it. Fool. Don't listen to me. I told you we'd get stopped out. We've got to wait for that pullback and bounce, haven't we? This is definitely trying to go down now, isn't it? Look, 5 minutes at a time. It's good like this, isn't it? F12. Stepping through. Right, we're looking for a bounce now, aren't we? Now, that's a bullish hammer, isn't it? Well, I don't know it's a hammer with a little wick on top. Now, I don't know what to think about that. What do you think? Do you know, I could do this live on a stream, couldn't I? We could have like a little chat about it in the one side. We could like do a live stream. And we could, not like a voting poll, so should we trade or not? We could do it like that. Or even a Google Hangout, we could all chat and just talk over each other. Still not sure about this going up, are we? So we're below the average on the 5 minute, but above the one on the 15 minute, which would be the stronger one. No, I think it's going to... I just don't like it at the moment. I still don't like it now. It's just too small, the candles are. I knew I should have bought it. Okay, let's get back in anyway. That's a bit of a... No, actually, thinking about it, that's a lot of rejection, isn't it? You know, that's rejected probably 70-80% of the candle. Alright, let's have a look. See, it would help if we knew what time it was, wouldn't it? But this is no good. The time we've got at the moment is for Saturday, and the market's closed. So that's no good, is it? Yeah. Alright, so, okay. What are we going to do? Buy or sell? I can hear you. Say it louder. I can't hear you at the back. All right, let's buy it. But I'm not convinced. We'll have to put our stop below this one, won't we? So we're going to buy that. We're going to risk, we'll have to put like 18, 20 pip stop on that. I hope you're right. Oh, tombstone. Good choice so far. It's still getting higher, isn't it? Let's, the averages are spreading. I think we might get the break. We've got a flag. Look at that for a flag. This is anybody's game now, isn't it? See, we've got this here. And this here. Let's have a look. Boom. Oh, it hasn't touched the stop though. We'd be just outside of that. Up here. Is that bouncing off that average, you think? Oh, right, okay. See this here? It's just stepping down. That sort of tells me that we should probably cut it short and get out. You guys can hold if you want, but I'm out. Oh, what do you reckon? Still not hit the stop, really. If you guys are stopped out now. So you that held lost your money, whereas I just banked a few pips. And that's one of the things that one must learn to do a lot, which is not to be greedy. Trade what you see. So if you see that it's not right, you are better off avoiding the losers and cutting them short. But the other thing is that you need to try and let the winners run. So like earlier where we added to the trade would be good. So don't trade all your risk at once. And I know a friend, I know Simpleton's a big fan of multiple tickets, and he does it in a slightly different fashion, like 2 million tickets a day. Whereas I think I'm running about 3 a day. But you could, that's what you can do. So you could ramp into that and go for it. Do you know what? I reckon there might be somebody in this. What do you think? Let's have a listen to this. And while you're thinking, I'm just going to leave you a bit of the tune, and then you can tell me. I love this interlude. Oh, yeah. Come on, baby. Makes me want to get the keyboards out again. Yeah, look at that phased percussion on that. We could have a lot of fun with that, couldn't we? Anyway, okay, so what did you decide? All right, okay. So, what we're going to do then, I'm going to, well, I've already said it, I think, but there's a download link. Don't forget, you're going to have to look in the download link, because all my stuff's in there that I'm giving away to my listeners. You know what? If ever you want to help me out, just get people to sign up on my broker link. So I get a couple of quid for that, and it's actually, one, it makes you feel good that somebody's supporting what you're doing, and two, it just helps you want to do it some more. And I've got so much more stuff as well that I've played with and of interest, you know. It's just more fun, isn't it? You know, and if you're sharing the love, you know, I'm hoping that all this stuff I give away is going to come back to me in good trades. You know, the trading goddesses that are out there, there's got to be one somewhere, isn't there? So I'm hoping that's the case. Anyway, it's in the download link. I'm going to leave you with our old friend. Okay, Steve, turn it up, man. Warstar. Oh, it's ended. It's ended too soon. You know what? We'll just get the intro. Oh, yeah. Nice drum roll. Nice drum roll. Right, there you go, mate. Another 10 seconds and we're going. Oh, I just got to say, I just want to say this. Goodbye. So long. Farewell. Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that Hammond there. Oh, yeah. Right then. See you later.